Is confidence the key to getting everything you want in your life? Well, I don't know. Is it? Are you confident? That doesn't sound too confident to me. You see, you need confidence in your life. Confidence is what gets you everything good, my friend. I'm outside the grocery store right now. I'm confident I'm not going to starve because I know that there will be food available for me and I don't have to wait for the next hunting season to get food because I'm confident there's a grocery store. You see, the reason people sell you on the ideas of things like the law of attraction and they claim all these things work is it only works if you're confident, because like attracts like. You know what I mean by that? Have you ever noticed that the rich keep getting richer sitting in a Mercedes-Benz? And when you sit in a parking lot in a Mercedes-Benz, people walk by, and sometimes if they don't have a Mercedes-Benz, they look at you. If I sit in my Tesla, they look at you. They get attracted to it because like attracts like. People like something and then they're attracted to it. Similarly, if you're like-minded, you're attracted to something. I have a Tesla. I look at other people who own Teslas, and I would probably make friends with them if I saw another person that has a Tesla, because I probably know he's rich, probably is well off, and if he didn't steal the car, well, in that case, I know he's probably not gonna, be a robber and try to rob me, right? If somebody was, needed help charging their Tesla and they owned a Tesla, they're probably not gonna rob you, and they're probably, in a sane state of mind. So confidence is one of the superpowers we all have that can get you much more in your life than you've ever thought beyond your wildest expectations. Why is confidence so important? Well, you see, calculated confidence is a form of confidence that I don't think many people have really talked about. What I mean by that is, let's say you want to do more business, right? Let's say you're in real estate and you want to go out and score a listing and you want to go and talk to a prospective client, and the client says, you know what, I don't know. Well, if you go to them and say, well, I don't know if I can sell your house either, that's not very confident. And the way you build confidence is, there's a superpower hack around it, is knowledge. When you've got the knowledge around what you want to do, if you're the best at something, right? There's no excuse for anybody because we all have access to the same information. You can go and learn about the neighborhood. Even if you're not from there, you can learn about the values of the houses. Go look on the MLS. Go look at similar comps. Go look at similar things, and you'll have confidence. Because once you have knowledge, that can build confidence. And when I say calculated confidence, you can go up to somebody, and when you have a lot of knowledge, you spend time learning about something. So if you spend a lot of time doing something, you spend 10,000 hours doing something, you probably have an expectation of yourself that you spent this time and you're pretty great at it. So at that point, you'll probably want to demand that, you know what, if you feel like somebody else is going to get that listing, and or even if you're an actor, right? Let's say you've trained 10,000 hours at your craft. You are the best of what you do. And somebody else gets that part. You'd be like, damn, that's a shame if they got that part. I trained so hard because I know for a fact they haven't, because I've spent more time than anybody else. That builds confidence in you. Once you have that confidence, it'll show up in the way that you talk to people, the way you project yourself. And sometimes we all can't go and spend 10,000 hours at something and we still want to get the same result. That's where the idea of calculated confidence comes in. You see, when you can go say yes to an opportunity, all you have to know is you have the confidence in yourself and your abilities to go become a master at something. So if I go out and I take a listing, or I go out and somebody says, hey, can you play this part in a movie? I'm going to go up to them every single time and say yes, yes, yes. And it's going to be based on a few assumptions. One is maybe the dialogue is 10 pages. I know I can read 10 pages. I know if I spend enough time on it between now and the time that I have to deliver, I can go spend, 10 pages doing it. 2, it's like, if I have to get a real estate listing and somebody comes to me and says, hey, Nitish, can you sell my house? Well, in my head, I might be like, I don't know. But where calculated confidence comes in is, I want to get the business. So I'm going to say yes, but I can't sound uncertain. So calculated confidence would be is doing a mental, engineering hack where I go in and I say to myself, you know what? I know for a fact I believe I'm a good person. I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to be honest with my client. I might not know the answer because nobody knows if they can actually sell something unless you come in with a buyer in hand, right, to buy that house. But you can say, you know what, I'm going to go and call every single agent. I'm going to let every single prospective buyer, and I'm going to do everything in my part, and I have the confidence and the ability to do that. That will build confidence in yourself. So when you say this to yourself before you go in and prep yourself, before you go talk to somebody, you're already confident. You know, if you're flying a plane, what do you want when you ask your pilot, right, to be like, hey, do you think we'll be able to get there? I don't know. Well, you'd be like, well, you don't know? Like, come on. Like, you know, you got to know what you're doing, right? He's confident in his skills and his abilities. He doesn't know the uncertainties, but he can go through every single situation in his head and be prepared for it. So when you're going on a jet or you're flying in a plane, you know it's 2020. You know this guy has prepared himself, you know, maybe spent the last several years training. Most of them have trained for over years and decades, you know. So he knows all the situations. He has confidence in his abilities to think through things. And knowledge is what gives you that confidence. The ability to know yourself, right? So you've got to actually go in and know yourself. And when I mean know yourself, you've got to have self-awareness. And that is the secret to calculated confidence.